Where is the lady?
Pardon?
Where is the lady?
Where's Mrs. Neary?
She's right across the hall.
Does she have photographs with her or clippings with
I
her?
don't know. You'll have to ask her. She might have them in her purse.
You want to let this young lady step down from the stand and bring her over? If they're of some benefit to us, if you can get them for us, Mr. Simpson,
All I was
let's
going to suggest is we've already given them copies of them. They can use the copies as well as the original.
whichever one you have.
Our copies are poor, Your Honor, but
Well, why don't you ask the lady to bring them over? We're not before the jury, and the court could glean something from them maybe. Would you extemporarily excuse this lady for the rule and let her sit here and identify the public? Bring Mrs. Neary over. Lady, if you'll step down and sit right there, it'd be fine.
Come right over here, please, ma'am. Step up in the witness box, please, and raise your right hand.
And do you solemnly swear that the testimony you will give the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Do you see it?
Mrs. Neary, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Wanda Neary.
All right. And you're the mother of Nita Neary?
I am.
All right. Do you have some newspaper clippings that you collected
I
with
do.
respect to this case?
I do.
All right. Do you have them with you, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
All right. May we see them? So, see if we put together somehow. We could attach it this way if we want.
Just hired you on the interesting ones that showed Mr. Bundy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Not
That'd be
concerned
fine.
with the other details.
Other than to show reading content, Your Honor.
Return all to the lady that you can. If we need to make photostats for them to the record, we'll give them. I don't want to confiscate it.
Yeah, the one I'm returning is Sunday, January 22nd, 1978, the Indianapolis Star, page 10, section 3. Caption on it is Tallahassee Terror, Police Lack Clues to Killing.
We'll see that you get the others with substitute photographs for them later.
Could we have this one just photocopied for the record?
Yes, we can.
All right,
We
I
certainly
don't need it
can.
in as an exhibit. That's fine. Yes, Mark.
We'll photostat and substitute the photostat for the original and return the original to Ms. Neary.
Exhibit A1 for identification and A2 for identification.
Ms. Neary, while clerk is marking the other exhibits, I'll ask you and show you what has been marked Defendant's Exhibit A1 for identification, and ask you if you recognize this newspaper clipping.
Yes.
And did you cut this out of the Sentinel Star?
No, I did not.
Who cut this out of the paper?
I don't know.
Did you
Ms.
show?
Neary, you're shaking. Don't be upset here. Relax.
Did you?
There's no reason to go through all the process. We'll stipulate that.
Yeah.
Did you show this to your daughter Nita?
The daughter would probably be the best answer to that, wouldn't it, Mr. Haggard?
I think so, yeah.
I don't think we need to. Everything's all right, Mother. Relax, all right? Take care of yourself. All right. You may step down.
Thank you, Ms. Neary.
Ladies and gentlemen. Young lady, please take the witness stand.
Ms. Neary, I show you what's been marked, defendant's exhibits 1, 2, and 3 for identification, and ask if you can, A1, 2, and 3, ask if you can identify them as having seen them before.
This one, no, I do not remember seeing it before.
Which one is that, Mr. Haggard?
Number A1.
All right.
Let me see.
This one, yes. This is the series I was talking about where each one looks different.
What number is that? A2. And A3.
I don't remember. It's looks like the same series there. I might have seen it. I don't really remember. But I might have seen this one, but it's the same pictures as this.
Did your mother have any other pictures than these?
I don't know.
Well, how long has your mother had these pictures?
She's had them for a while, for when the paper started coming out, but she kept them in an envelope, and after I had seen the series of 6, I was advised not to look at any more pictures in the newspaper or on television, and so I stayed away from them.
You've identified A2 as the 6 you saw.
Yes.
Well, that was prior, A2 was prior to you being advised or after?
Yes, prior.
What is the date of that, Mr. Haggard?
February 19th, Your Honor.
All right.
Did Did you see all of the clippings that your mother collected?
No, I did not.
Did you see these that she brought here today?
She's already.
I already-
I was just thinking, she's answering. Now, if she's seen any other, I'll let you inquire.
Did you see any in this one that had sort of a profile?
No,
Excuse me. Did you see any in, and that was A2, did you see any in A3 that had sort of a profile?
no,
Do you recall telling Detective Bodiford that you had seen sort of a profile on March 14th?
Objection, catalytic predator.
Lady, please.
You recall this question by Mr. Bodiford? Did you recognize him? Answer, I can't guarantee you. I didn't see a good profile, but she just showed me a picture, she referring to your mother, about 2 days ago of a sort of profile. Recall that?
vaguely.
Was this the sort of profile that your mother was referring, or you were referring to on the phone?
I don't remember that picture right now.
It was in your mother's possession, was it not?
Objection.
No, that's no test of her recollection. What is the date of that?
The date, Your Honor, is 2 days after Exhibit
Well, never
A2
mind
there,
what A2 and that, what's the date of that?
February 23rd.
Thank you, sir.
You recall your conversation? Your Honor, so I can refer to the one I referred to as sort of a profile as A1 for the record. Do you recall your conversation with Detective Bodiford?
Yes, I remember talking to her.
What did he tell you about having someone in jail down in Tallahassee?
Objection.
Find out what you recall from the conversation first. Don't lead her through.
What do you recall about the conversation, Lynn?
The main thing, the main point I remember about the whole conversation was don't look at any more clippings.
Did he tell you why not to look at any more clippings?
So I could have a positive identification and that the newspapers wouldn't sway my decision.
Did he use the specific word taint?
Pardon me?
Did he use the word, so do not look at any more newspapers so it wouldn't taint your identification?
I don't remember.
Do you know whether he discussed that with your mother?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did your mother tell you not to look at any more pictures in the newspaper because Detective Bodiford had told her that?
Objection.
Sustained.
Do you remember your mother showing you any newspaper photographs in the car?
Vaguely, yes.
And she pulled out an envelope?
No, I don't remember the envelope.
Where were you driving to?
I believe we were going home. We were downtown Aurora somewhere. We were driving home.
Did you say to her that it looked like the nose, but it was still not a good profile?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you make a comment as to whether or not it was a good profile to your mother?
I remember,
Your Honor, that assumes that she said there was something like that.
I'm asking if she made,
There's no establishment that it's taking place, Mr. Hager. That's the problem.
you were in the car and your mother showed you some photographs, right, Ms. Neary?
yes, a photograph,
A photograph.
a clipping, I don't remember which one it was.
A photograph.
No, Your Honor, that's not.
It's a photograph or a clipping.
A clipping,
All right, was it a clipping with a photograph on it?
yes,
And was it a partial profile?
I don't remember the picture. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Do you recall making any comments about the nose?
No, not specifically the nose.
Do you recall making any comments about whether or not it was a good profile?
No, I don't remember. I remember, what I do remember is glancing at it, and I was tired of it, and I just said, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to make any judgments.
Do you recall saying anything to Detective Bodiford about any resemblance of the newspaper photographs to the man going out the door?
Objection to the case.
She's already established your members of conversation. I'll let him ask.
I answered.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you repeat that, please?
Yes. Do you recall making any comments to Detective Bodiford about whether the newspaper photographs resembled the man going out the door?
No, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Do you recall saying that you could not promise that you could make an identification to Detective Bodiford?
No, I don't remember.
Let me ask you if you recall this statement and this reply with Detective Bodiford. Detective Bodiford, do you think that you might be able to pick it out? Your reply was, I can't promise anything, but I, ... Do you recall that statement and reply?
No, I don't remember.
And continuing by Mr. Bodiford, what about if you were to see a live lineup? And your reply, well, again, I can't promise anything, but it could ... Do you recall that?
No,
Pardon?
no,
And your reply again, you know, I hate to promise anything, I can't, you know. Do you recall that?
Some of these statements just being taken out of context, I'm not sure the witness will have found.
If they're read out of context, make your objection timely. I don't have a copy of the document he's reading from, Mr. Simpson.
You recall discussing with Detective Bodiford a partial profile from the newspaper?
Objection.
Sustained. We've been through that one.
Do you recall this statement by Detective Bodiford in this reply? Right, but so far the pictures you've seen, you haven't counted him at least? Yeah, but the one when we had his nose turned a little bit did the best for me, you know. Resembled more than any of the other ones. But the other ones were hard to tell because they had like 6 different pictures of him, all different, you know. Do you recall that discussion?
No.
Your Honor, Mr. Harvey says my secretary called and there was some emergency in my office. I have no idea what it was.
We've got a recess now, and I've got a judges meeting to go to. In spite of the importance of this proceeding, I still have some administrative duties. The reason we started half an hour earlier, I'm going to be in recess now till 2 o'clock. Court will be in recess till 2 o'clock.
Everybody remain seated till the judge is out of the courtroom. We will be in recess until 2 o'clock.
Surely, I wish I had some
I was supposed to get gas yesterday, and we got no recess at all, and now I'm taking gas again into the car. Because I know nothing's here from tomorrow. You mean on an odd day? They're not still enforcing that? What's wrong with them? Yeah. The only trouble is Jim and I both have even numbers so we can sleep.
Oh, well, I can't give you mine, but mine is easy.
Yeah, we're so we can't, neither of us can buy gas for Friday.